Good morning, everyone. Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. So it is November 1st, the day after Halloween, and if I look like I'm tired, it's because I absolutely am. We stayed out so late last night. We had so much fun. Jason and I led the parade in our neighborhood. There was tons of kids. Everybody was having a blast, and the girls were hopped up on sugar and stayed up way too late. So Jason and I stayed up way too late, but that's okay. It was all fun. We had such a fantastic time, and let me show you. We won an award. So we won the most beautiful and creepy garden award. If you can see that, it's curling a little bit. So my neighborhood has a Halloween house decorating contest. People go all out. I honestly completely underestimated how much people went all out for this Halloween house decorating contest. The girls and I, after we saw all the houses, we rode our bikes around on Sunday night, the day before Halloween, and submitted our ballots and submitted our votes. It was crazy. The houses are amazing. There was a skeleton wedding, or like a creepy wedding, that actually had a DJ, bridesmaids, a bunch of creepy dolls cutting the wedding cake. It was incredible. And of course, this house won first prize, which they deserved 100%. There was another house that had the dirty dancing, or they called it deadly dancing, and it was skeletons, and literally the skeleton was lifting baby up. The skeleton baby up. It was so cute and so incredibly amazing. So we are just happy we won something. It was so fun, and we're already planning for next year. So if you have any good ideas for all out Halloween decorations, we are going all out next year. And one of the things I want to do later today is I want to check all the clearance sales and stock up on my decorations for next season. But before I get to that, I want to get to my monster Vertigo Pennisetum. My literal monster, if you can see, he's kind of falling apart now at this point. This is Proven Winners Vertigo Pennisetum. I planted this, if you can believe it, I know I've told you guys a million times, 4-inch pot. It's I can't even, it was a 4-inch pot, and I have drastically cut it back from my Halloween decorations. It is obviously just too big of a plant for my small garden. I have a very small garden, and it's beautiful. I told my neighbor I was taking it out today, and he's like, why are you gonna do that? It's just too big. It just takes up way too much square footage in my garden, and I want to plant something else, specifically my redbud. I have an Oklahoma redbud tree that I'm planting so that I can plant underneath it as well, so I still have space to plant even with something big. So today, the day after Halloween, my plan was to get this monster out. I feel like it's going to be quite a feat, and I don't know if you can tell with the weather, it's calling for rain. So it's not supposed to rain until probably 11 o'clock. It's 8 a.m. right now. But it just has that feeling like the clouds are going to break any minute. So I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to, I've got my work clothes on. I'm just going to try and get as much cut down and dug out as possible before the rain starts. So this might be a very short video, and I apologize if it is, but I am just trying to beat the weather. So let's get started getting this Vertigo Pennisetum monster out. I'm actually so excited about it. I've been waiting for this for months. Okay, so I knew that that was going to be hard. I didn't think it was going to be that hard. I am so tired at this point. My poor trenching shovel, which I shouldn't have started to try and use it anyway. I thought that I could dig in and kind of trench around the area and cut some of the roots, but rest in peace, trenching shovel. But I got it out. I think one of the hardest things was dragging that root ball from here over to my green waste pile. Just to remind you all, my city does have a program where they will pick up green waste on my street. So I'm not just leaving it out there. They will actually come pick that up in a couple days, which is so fantastic because I don't know how I would pick that root ball up and put it in a can, in a garbage can, a green waste can. It was so, I want to say it was like 100 pounds. It is insane. So I've got this big hole now. This hole is where my Oklahoma redbud is gonna go. I was hoping to plant that today, but honestly, not only is my trenching shovel done for the day, I think I am done for the day. I was already tired to start with, and now I think I'm just done. So I am so happy that I got this out. I have to say, I don't want to badmouth Vertigo Pennisetum. I think it is an absolutely beautiful plant. So many people complimented me on it. As you know, as they would walk by, they'd say, "What's that plant? What's that plant?" It's an absolute gorgeous plant. It's just huge. And this one is 2 years old, maybe. So it's a perennial in zone 9. I'll put down below here what it's a perennial in. And so all I did last season is I just cut it back. And so the root ball kept growing and growing and growing. And so it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It's sold as an annual. And I kind of see why it's sold as an annual because the size that it gets in 1 year is plenty, so I would say if I was to plant Vertigo Pennisetum again, I probably would just keep taking it out at the end of the year. Instead of just cutting it back, just take the whole thing out and replace it, just to kind of keep it size controlled, because it just got too big. I mean, is like 8 or 9 feet wide and probably 9 feet tall. That is a giant plant. I mean, it's just too big for my small yard. So I just want to say that I'm not bad-mouthing Vertigo Pennisetum. I really like that plant. I actually really want my parents to plant this plant in their garden because I think that it goes so well with their house, the look of their craftsman modern is what we call it, house. It's the right coloring and they have enough space for it. So I'm trying to talk them into planting more of the Vertigo Pennisetums there, but for my garden, it's just not the way to go. But that's okay. I'm happy I have it out. Big check off of my to-do list for this month. I'm so tired right now. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you have a chance to get into your garden today.